What did I say? Over 700 parts and over 100 components. The Intellivision Amico. Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. I am Level 1 Online. We have Overthink Gaming is back. Yes, thanks again. Hey, I tell you, it's funny. We went from talking about a device that represents 100% accuracy and precision, the pinnacle of the retro gaming community, the Mister, and now an Android-based device using Bluetooth controllers, the Intellivision Amico.
Hey, dude, that's why I like this show, man. Like, dude, with you, we talk about everything. I feel comfortable with you, dude. You know, we chit chat back and forth. We can laugh about shit. We're not gonna get offended with each other. We're similar in many ways, but yes, we went from talking about the Mister, which is accurate as fuck, to a cell phone based system from like what year was it? 2010. I'm just throwing that number out there, making that up. But
I believe it was like 20. It's a 2016 that chip came out. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
you know, I did my homework on that already. Here's the thing, you know, if for the quote unquote journalists out there who want to prove that this whole thing is a scam, that there is no chip shortage, then pick up the phone and try and place an order, you know, 50,000 of those chips and see what kind of answer you get. You know what I mean? Use your social engineering skills, you know, for some good use, and maybe you might get recognized by a valid news organization. Good Lord, you know, these guys are trying to crack the case on the Amico. You know, when there's actual journalists out there like Project Veritas who are uncovering, you know, the hard evidence. You know, if there was really some kind of nefarious deeds going on, well, why don't you get somebody to go undercover? You know, a former employee, somebody it's called a whistleblower. But hey, whatever, you know?
But you know what? That's the point. I totally understand those people. This system should have shipped out last year. You know what? It should have been in production way probably before the damn pandemic. You know, it should have been ready. And I do understand the pandemic does hold shit back. Shoot, dude, we can't get shit these days, man. Everything's on hold. So I totally understand. Yeah. They're a small company and I understand that shit. But I think that excuse has gone a little far. Yeah. Because we have seen a couple of things that just are not right, are not ready. The system's not ready to ship out. Even they don't even have one system with all the parts in there ready to go. I would have more respect if we saw one system and it was fucking working great and they're like, we don't have parts, then it would be different. But we have a system that they just started working on that cornhole and it was like, whoa, does that shit look bad, man?
I'm gonna give my cornhole story later on. I mean, if you want to hear it now, we're just gonna be all over the place.
You know what, dude? Let's go by your little structure.
No. You brought up cornhole. Let's talk about cornhole, bro. I have zero interest in cornhole. Okay, I interviewed Tommy Tallarico right on his channel, and I expressed him. I said, you know what? Is there any way I can get that game out of there? Just erase it. It's a free packing game. Is like, can I reformat the operating system? Just wipe everything, wipe all those games that I'm not interested. And it was a hard no. Like you have to get it. And then I believe on either YouTube or Twitter, I made a comment about cornhole, and his answer was like, you're gonna play it and you're gonna like it, you know. And in that situation, I just kind of held my tongue. I was like, you know. But I'll tell you this, all right. How do you make a game that's mundane in real life, right? I mean, I've only played cornhole at like a bar, right? Even whether you're sober, whether you're drunk, it's mundane, it's not fun. How do you make a game that's not fun in real life fun in a video game?
You know what, dude? I'm going to have to say cornhole is pretty fun in real life if you're with a group of friends, but I don't play it too often. Maybe because I'm from Texas. I think it's pretty fun, but the game, you know, it's definitely boring. It's not something that people are going to want to come over, hey, let's play some cornhole, especially looking how bland it looked. The background, everything in that game looked more boring than the sport itself, the way you're describing boring. But the reason why cornhole was so important, they had to have that shit before they showed us anything. They shouldn't even have showed us that behind the scenes. Look, guys, we're putting in the extra work. The reason why it was so important, that was the first time that I believe that any of us saw motion controls and they look like shit, man. The Wii had better motion controls than that shit. And how old is the fucking Wii, you know?
Right.
So
right,
it's like,
right.
I think that was very important. I mean, they did throw that excuse, which I see a lot of excuses coming from the company. And you know, before we start, if people that don't know who I am, I'm gonna sound a lot like a hater. I am. But the thing is, I came on to the Miko, giving it a chance. I love retro games. I bought the Atari VCS. And I will, you know, when I first got it, it was cool because I was messing with the PC mode, having a lot of fun. But to this day, after having it for a while, I will not recommend the VCS. I think the Amico will have a pretty good run. They're definitely putting in a lot more effort than Atari will ever do with this system. But at the same time, I just think it's coming out at the wrong time. It's not going to sell well. I don't think it's going to do well. And I think they're really messed up in their marketing, thinking that this is going to go past the retro community, that this is going to get to an audience for little kids and stuff like that, more family, you know, it's going to, you know, the only families that are going to play this more likely are going to be somebody who has a love for retro. Yeah. Anyone right now that's listening to this or anyone that's even researching the Miko, a big percentage of them have something to do with the retro community. And they've said it since the beginning. The retro community is not the target audience. Even recently on what's it called? Amico After Dark. Tommy even said something about the retro community, comparing them to low-hanging fruit. He's always said that is not the main focus. They are not the main, but that's bullshit. Sorry, I'm gonna go off, dude. I just don't know when to shut up, so just tell me.
Keep going.
But even going to the fucking box fucking games, he called it physical games. It was him. No one else called it physical games. We knew it was we knew exactly what it was going to be. It was going to be that RFID reader. Sorry if I said that wrong.
Yeah.
But we knew exactly what it was going to be. And then he came out with this box, box edition games, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. But
okay, well, let me cut in. Let me finish my cornhole story.
Yeah.
The question was, how the hell do you make a mundane game like that exciting? What does Nintendo do? Right? Something like golf, something that I feel is also mundane. Well, they introduce their cast of characters, colorful, cartoony characters. They make the game zany, arcadey, right? If Nintendo was in charge of making a cornhole game, right, they'd bring in their cast of characters, and then they would make it where the courses, it would start you out, in a small room, and then the next level would just expand now to the point where you're tossing the cornhole from one stadium to the other, and then you just keep going outward, and you're just throwing the cornhole from one planet to the other. That's Nintendo's level of zaniness right there. And to make it work, to make it for kids, remember. Right, and we're going to get into the whole, who is this for? Is this for boomers or is this for the kids?
Yeah, so we got to get into that for sure. And we know, dude, definitely they could do more with that game. And this is just, I mean, if this is what we're seeing, all the games are going to be this basic. I understand. Pick up and play, no directions, which we saw on that the box version of the games. The reason why there's no manual, because they're so easy. Yeah, that's just another excuse. But anyways, it's like, dude, I want to get the game much. Oh,
I want to get one statement out the way. Something I got written down. Because I know there's going to be pro Amico channels that watch this, and there's going to be anti Amico channels. I'm just going to say this flat out: you guys are all cringe. If your channel is Amico centric, whether you're pro or against, and that's all you talk about, you're cringe. Yeah. Okay, dude, go on, bro. Go on. I had to say that.
Yeah. Well, dude, I do agree with you with that statement. I think I've said it before live on stream that, a lot of focus, especially if you put your channel a lot of focus into the Miko, it's cool that you got friends and y'all share the same interests, you are excited. But when you make that the main focus of your channel, it kind of ruins your channel at the end. It may be doing good now, but I don't know. I mean, what the fuck do I know, right? But anyways, the same thing. People who just like constantly making, on the other side, I agree with you. People that are constantly fucking making videos on it, hating on it, you know?
Yeah.
Which I've made quite a few, but I'm not constantly doing it. In fact, it's been a long time since I talked about it.
And why are we doing this? Why am I choosing this particular date, this date and time to do it?
You know what?
It was supposed to come out on 10/10.
Yeah.
So I've held my tongue long enough, and yeah. I do want to say one last thing about the cornhole. So this is the part where I may be wrong when I say this. So from what I'm an outsider looking in, it looked like they're still trying to figure out the code, the physics on how to do that with the whole remote control. Dude, that should have been already set up when they did the contracts for the game. Do you have the code for the physics to toss a cornhole from one to the other with the control? That should have been set up. Then from there, that's where you add the fun around it. That's what a Nintendo would have done. They would have contracted somebody to get the engine, the cornhole engine, good to go. And speaking of engines, right? I'm going off on a tangent here, but that Retro Redux game is called Retro Redux Enhanced. What does that imply? It implies it's going to be better with more on top. Why is it that they're struggling to get consistent frame rates on that game?
Yeah, it's because the system's weak. That's just what it is. Or the programming or something. It's something else. But yeah, it is supposed to be advanced. It's funny. I haven't even really looked. I haven't even seen that game. The gameplay. Yeah. They're having trouble with the frame rate.
Right. Let me say this as well, because we started out the stream with the 700 parts, 100 components. Right? Yeah. So you gained yourself some notoriety as a anti-AMICO channel. Right. When all you did was just poke fun at it. Right. Yeah. Right. Just a little that you did. You got recognized as an anti-AMICO channel, right?
Yeah.
Me put out one video about the Finnegan Fox game. Because I was working at home that day, and I was like, this is cool. I got a 15-minute break, right? There's guys who spend their 15-minute breaks going into dark rooms to cry, okay? I spent my 15-minute break doing a colorful, happy-go-lucky video. Oh, and by the way, that guy got fired for doing that. So, so anyways, I spent my 15-minute break cutting that video. Boom. Finnegan Fox. I was impressed. I come to find out from... was a generational gamer. Shout outs to you, man. Told me, hey, that game's on Steam, right? He's also the same guy. He told me that Retro Redux is also on Steam. Right? Yeah. Here's the thing. The Fox game, right? From what I'm hearing, is actually a challenge. The original, right? Me as a retro gamer who loves to challenge himself, right? Who actually, likes sprite-based graphics over more modern stuff, I might actually, look into playing that game instead, and the Retro Redux, when I heard that struggles on this, supposed quote unquote newer system and it's supposed to be enhanced, but it's on Steam and I already got a computer that can run everything. It's like, well, why am I gonna spend $250 for this device? And the meat and potatoes of my interview with Tommy was like, well, what other capabilities can this thing do? Because what was fresh in my mind at the time was the PlayStation Mini, overpriced at $100, right? The frame rate on a lot of the games were garbage, right? And it was, due to the community, right? And their efforts in jailbreaking the device is what pretty much saved the device.
Yes, dude, I agree 100% on that.
So the point I was trying to tell Tom is like, dude, whether your thing succeeds or it fails, right? If we're able to sideload emulators to this Android device, then heck, it'll save your device. There will be a niche community built around jailbreaking the system and having fun with it, and you won't have a problem selling the hardware. You might have to reduce the price a little bit because that's what happened with the PlayStation Mini. They had to reduce it, bro. I was getting those at $20 a pop.
Yeah, and you know what, dude? That's the thing, dude. I had a lot of interest in the AMICO until I saw Finnegan Fox. They showed that, if I remember correctly, maybe mid-March, towards the end of March. I don't remember the exact date. It might have been beginning of March, but it was before.
It was 8 months ago, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, before they were supposed to release it, the system in April, right?
Right. In March. Yeah, March. Yeah.
Yeah, and the biggest thing I saw is I still had it reserved, and if I remember correctly. And when I saw Tommy Tallarico get busted playing with that controller inverted, and the fact that he made up an excuse that said he did that for the haters, dude, I understand, like, if if you guys were like the system, wasn't, it was lagging, it wasn't ready, wasn't optimized correctly yet.
Right.
Like, it was still like you guys showed it too early and accidentally showed that clip. I guess you can't really say that, but the fact that he lied and said he did that for the haters, there's no way a CEO would waste their time on haters and do that on purpose for them and make videos on that, clowning on it. And it's just like, I feel like anyone who's pro AMICO that doesn't feel like that's wrong, there's something wrong with you, man. Like, and people who can't just stop and see that and be like, Tommy, what was up? If you're friends with him and he tells you like, we fucked up, yeah, we were working on it, that clip shouldn't have been there, whatever. But the fact that he came out and said, I did that for the haters, to me, that's a lie. I don't believe it at all. And these people, when Ian and Pat called them out, and people just want to automatically hate on them and call them all these names in the world, it's like, dude, it's legit, man. What they may have called it out in a way you didn't like it, but it is legit, and I don't think it was right. That's when I was like, dude, I'm gonna hold off. I may get it a little later after it comes out, but I am done, dude. Like, I just want that system now to just come out already. Because everything that I've been seeing, even the big news outlets, everyone that's seen it, that's covered it, is like, what? Like, there's nothing good to say about it.
So
even after
what I was gonna say in the interview, right? When I interviewed Tommy, one of the main concerns, right, to prevent stuff like this from happening, hey, can we have a wired option? Right, because what can happen with a lot of these Bluetooth, I know this from experience with Raspberry Pis, is the thing, desyncing to the system, and then it's a pain in the ass to go into the sub menus to get it resynced back up. In his scenario, he said that the fellow was playing left-handed, and I guess they didn't want to change the controls. I don't know, like, was it laziness? Just hey, take two, like. He's worked in TV before. He should know, hey, we got to do another take. Was he pressed for time that day? Okay, then. But at what point, it was a bad idea. But here's the thing, I was more concerned with, like, the gameplay, because it did look like a fun game. But finding out that it was already published, previously on Steam, I didn't find that out till after the fact. And I was like, oh, geez, man. Because I think what the system really is lacking in is those exclusives. What it needs, it definitely needs, like, that mascot character. Sega has Sonic, Nintendo has Mario. What is this gonna have? We need more Earthworm Jim. And speaking of which, E3, that was a golden opportunity to capitalize. And it was just a 10-minute presentation of the same stuff. And I believe the previous E3 was very underwhelming as well. And there hasn't been an update on I haven't seen on the Dolphin game, on the and on the Earthworm Jim game.
Yeah, those are going to be a while, man. They're going to release a lot of those whatever, the packing games and whatever third parties are going to do it. But I'm excited if I do get one for the cheap ass game, which is fucking Night Stalkers, man. Yeah, that game was fun. The old school one. I do like those old school games, and I am, the only concern I do have, because I do have an Atari VCS, and when I do play a lot of these Atari games that have come out, that I forgot what they call them. There's a word for them. It was Centipedes, and they also had a Missile Command come out, and it just doesn't feel right on the Atari VCS. It feels fucking weird. And dude, when I played on Switch, those games are still ported over Switch. It feels nice. PC feels the best, of course, because you could use a mouse or whatever, which you can do that on the Atari VCS, and it feels really good with a mouse, but with the controller, it feels like shit. So I'm hoping with their controller that it feels good, which I think it's gonna feel better than the VCS big time, because I do like the fact that they do have that little disc or whatever. I don't think it's no high-tech technology. I'm not impressed by anything, but I do think it's cool that it is on that controller, because it'll help out a lot. So there are things, little games like that I'm more interested in, that get my attention on the system, and I guess I just like those old school shit like that. But when it comes down to it, dude, it's like right now, I think anyone that's into old school shit, we're the only people paying attention to this, man. And I think Tommy's main thing, his dream, is to get it way out there to the masses. Like, and it's
So the next point I want to bring up with you, I want to pick your brain on this.
Yeah.
The whole push for physical products. I want to know who the blame falls on. Was it an influence from the boomer crowd, right? Or was this something that he wanted? It was his dream to have physical. Like, do you know anything about that?
I don't know if it was if he had the idea from the beginning, or I don't know if it was pushed by the boomers.
Okay.
But definitely one thing I do know is when they announced the system, every game was going to be, I believe, $2.99 to $7.99, whatever it was.
Yeah.
They never did say anything about physical games. It's just, that was one of the selling points, which now, it's still, the games are still going to be cheap for like the first year to $9.99 or something. It's like everything gets changed from when they first announced the system. The pricing, everything gets changed from exclusive games. And, everything's been twisted.
The point I'm getting to is this. What I want to know is this. Did that add cost to the device? Did the push for the RFID, the physical, implementing that, doing the research to get that implemented, do you think it added cost to that, 250?
You know what? I think they used it right now as a way to make more money, of course.
Okay.
I felt like they did that with the, when they first put out the system, it was the Founders Edition, which was like $300, but you got like all this extra shit. And they did a little tactic that they get retro people by making it limited. 2,600, a jab at Atari, limited.
I'm going to try and glance at the chat really quick. A big retro show says the thing has no slots for physical media. I believe it does have an SD or micro SD or either USB in the back. It has something to load something. Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, I just felt like with that, they saw that they could sell for a higher price, $250 to $280, depends you get that purple one. And I felt like they're just getting money out of people. And right now, the fact that they're selling these box or pre-ordering, and that's their selling point. It's limited, 50,000 print run or whatever the number is. I'm not paying attention, something like that. It's like I felt like the fact that they're selling the games before the system, pre-ordering, and they're selling them in bundles of 4 or bundles of 8, not singles.
Let me tell you this. Yeah, I want a la carte. Definitely.
Yeah.
I want, and even though I just finished knocking the Fox game and the Redux game, fuck it. I want it. I want to purchase it, right? But guess what? Guess what? The Fox game is in one of the 4, and the Redux game is in another of the 4. And I almost pulled the trigger on Sunday. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to make a Mr. video. I'm going to go out and have a beer. I'm going to think about it. And then after that beer too, I was like, I'm not going to drop $150 on this shit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
When I can just play it on Steam.
And I understand, dude. I was a retro person for a long time. I still play retro games, but I understood what it felt like to want the physical, to want the fucking instruction book.
Time out. What is the point of physical? Why did the boomers push for physical in the first place?
It's something with our childhood that we had. It's like Oh, you're talking about
the whole point of the physical product, the physical products that you can. What we just saw Smash JT unveil over the weekend.
What was the point of that?
So the system isn't dependent on the internet. They push for physical products because they want the system to be capable of playing 100% offline.
Yeah,
that's the whole point, right?
Yeah,
but those things have to connect one time to the internet, so it defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah, dude, it really does. I remember Tommy did kind of explain that in Trevor's video. I mean, when Trevor interviewed him early on, and I kind of understood. The only thing I didn't know was the code, which I kind of figured it was going to have that code. But yes, dude, nothing is actually physical, but the coin you're getting, the fucking box, and the little card it comes in, the little the little collector's card that gives you the instructions and the RFID. That's it. Like, I don't know. Like, the price is cheap though.
Yeah.
Like it's really an extra $10 more or so. So depends on the price of the game.
So let's take that hypothetical situation. We got this guy in Podunk, Arkansas. Walks into Walmart. Right. This is if the thing actually makes it to store shelves.
Yeah.
Picks one up. Overlooks the fact that it says internet connection required. hooks it up, and he's like, "Ma, we got a television, Ma." And then they try and start and scan the games. It says searching for internet. I need a damn internet for this. I'm gonna take this back to the store. Right? That's scenario one. Right? What's hilarious is that there's guys that I see in comment sections who say, you know, oh, if it's gonna require internet, I'm not for it. It's like, well, how the hell did you just type out this message? You're on the internet. Yeah, it's like you don't know how to tether a phone. But anyways, that's point number one. Right?
Yeah.
The whole point of physical media is so it can be 100% offline. So, you know, the day the apocalypse, you know, and you're in your underground bunker, you can still play your Intellivision Amico. But, you know, as long as you scan it and let it register, you know, before the apocalypse, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So hurry up and pre-order now. I almost dropped an F word.
Yeah.
Go on, bro. I gotta relax for a minute.
No, real quick that you bring that up. So the two people who got chosen to show the physical box editions, whatever the fuck they're called, was John Riggs and our buddy Smash JT. And John Riggs,
I didn't know it was like that.
You know what? There might be somebody else. I don't know. I'm just fucking. You know what? I'm making that shit up. The two people I saw. Right? Let me rephrase that. The two people I saw were just them two. Did you see anyone else? There might be somebody else. I don't know. If I'm missing somebody important, oh well. But the main point is on John Riggs's video. I noticed that he said he had asked Tommy, you know, because this is a concern that a lot of people are going to have. If the servers go down, what happens? And this is the truth, and I'm going to tell you guys the truth. Tommy isn't. What's going to happen is that game's not going to register anymore. Yeah. That's it. That's exactly what happened with Nintendo when their servers went down. Yeah. That's any company when servers go down, your game that's it.
Yeah.
You can't re-download again. You know, people got scared when it was going to happen with Sony with their PS3 and PSP, or was it the Vita, I think, and they came back. Dude, once servers go down, they go down. But supposedly Tommy said they have backup servers. I'm like, it costs money to keep servers going.
I know.
A backup server, is that your excuse? Like Tommy says that a lot. Sometimes he just says things out of his ass. And I was all like, dude, if I was Riggs, I would have pressed him a little bit on that. But that's not Riggs' style. He's not going to press him. And I wouldn't even have mentioned it in a video. Especially, I've been like, nah, I'm not going to mention it. You know, he's my buddy. You know, if I was Riggs.
You know, to say, you know, we're looking at, you know, 10, 20 years down the road to save something like that, you know, need to be done. The source code would have to be made public, and it would be dependent on like people in the retro community to keep it alive and run servers.
Yeah. It'll probably be kept alive somehow. Who knows? But I think by then, dude, if it is a good system, if it is successful, if people care about it, somebody will mod it and we'll fucking all have games on there by the time it's dead. But so, I don't know if they care that much.
Okay. Now we're going to talk about another aspect of it, how this works. The way it was explained is you purchase this thing, the physical product at the store, you bring it home, you tap it with the RFID on your system, it connects to the internet. Right?
Yeah.
Now you can actually resell that well, here's the thing. Now, at that point, once you got ownership on that console, if you disconnect from the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
What will happen? And then let's say you give your card to somebody else, and then they now have ownership of that card, but you never reconnect on the old one, right? You're still going to have that game. Because the old system never calls home. But once you do hook it up and it calls home, it's going to unregister everything. You know about that, dude, right?
I didn't even think about that. I didn't put much thought into it. So basically you're saying, hey, I got this game right here. Hey, here, dude, I'm going to let you borrow it, but I'm not going to go online anymore with this.
Right.
I wonder if when the other person goes and registers, transfers over, if you have to okay it. I don't know. Oh, but then
no, whoever has physical possession, because there's going to be a code. You have to, and once, because you have physical possession, that's going to be basically the verification, the confirmation.
So then technically, for this to work correctly, you would always have to be online. And if you're not, you'll be able to screw over and kind of get, you know, oh, dude, it's totally fucking with me. I guess we got to wait till it comes out and see what happens.
So here is the hypothetical. Because I know somebody's gonna do this in Podunk, Arkansas. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody, let's say it hits the store shelves, and let's say now we have about 40 games that we can go and pick up.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the store, you get 40 games. You go and you tap it on your device. You register the device. You register all 40 games to the device. Now at that point, you unplug the internet. You take all those games back to the store, get yourself a refund. Take that console, now which is offline, put it on Facebook Marketplace, loaded in Television Amico with 40 games, do not connect to the internet, $500.
Yeah.
More money.
I wonder if it's going to be like something like they're probably going to do something like with the Switch, dude.
Yeah.
Or if they're not, I'm giving Tommy an idea.
And by the way, guys, I'm just being facetious when I say that. Yeah. I'm not advocating to do that. That's ridiculous. Like, we're all adults. We all have jobs. Well, all of us. And we can all purchase us, at our own discretion. But, I imagine some meth head, will probably do that. And remember, when it does connect, they will probably track your IP address. So they'll probably prosecute, and I do know he did mention that they are willing to prosecute over people that steal their software. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what they're probably gonna do, which they haven't said anything yet. Probably is gonna do a check like once a week or whatever. Nintendo does that for their
really.
Their online, their little online games, whatever.
That's gonna be controversy right there. If Tommy said it only connects once, and one of these, one of these eggheads figures out, I'm not a network guy, but if they're able to figure out, hey, it's calling home, they're able to, that's gonna be controversy right there, man.
You know what? You're right, but they change everything. Tommy changes everything. Remember, it's an ongoing. You're on this with us. It's an ongoing. I forgot what word he used, but yeah, he changes as he goes. But yeah, I'm not saying they're gonna do that. Yeah. But with the Nintendo Online for the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo games, it does do a check like I think it might be once a week or every 2 weeks. I don't know the exact time, but you could go out of town with it offline. But it'll like to use it for longer. You do have to do that check in. But you're right. Tommy did say it's only gonna be that one check-in, but I think he was just avoiding, the retro people from getting upset. It's like I don't trust a lot of things Tommy says because
he just tried too hard to make everybody happy. That's all I feel. In my opinion, he's guilty of.
Yeah. And yeah, for sure.
I want to ask you this. So they introduced something. I heard about it for the first time over the weekend. This whole concept of the NFTs. What do you think of that?
Dude, NFTs are still so new, and I'm usually hearing people talking about it by buying like meme shit and all that. So I really don't understand how NFTs are being incorporated into the fucking games. Like I don't get it, dude. And I didn't pay attention enough long enough, and even try to understand it because I don't really care about it. If I do get the Miko, it's gonna be all digital. I ain't buying no physical shit. So I really didn't. Could you explain it to me? Because I don't even understand it.
Yeah, and from what I understood, I don't think their blockchain is even live yet.
All right.
Right. If I were them, and if they're listening, I'm hearing there's a new protocol out there that uses images as the blockchain that basically like how do I word this? Basically like a 4 megabyte picture file. Right? Think of how many pixels are in it. It basically saves information in per pixel. So how many pixels does a high resolution 4 megabyte picture file have? So in other words, it's able to store tons of data about the blockchain in a 4 megabyte file. And the state of the art is something new I heard a couple weeks ago. But with this whole crypto shit. But that would be a good way, to implement it. Here's the other thing I was going to say about that. They better make sure that whatever code they use, that it's not stolen code. Because once again, some nerd is going to get his hands on that code. He's going to figure out this is stolen code from some GitHub guy. Controversy. I just feel, my honest opinion is it just added complexity to something that it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, I don't even understand it. I'm not even gonna pretend. It's
But
like whatever.
then again, we're living in an age where people go on eBay to buy items for Diablo. We're still, yeah.
Dude, that's been around forever. I remember.
Yeah.
College, I heard about stuff like that.
Yeah. So, but now with the new Diablo 2, they're still doing that shit. My buddy's trying to run bots on his computer to fucking farm while he's at work.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, dude, the same thing's gonna happen to you. What happened last time? He had like 10 accounts that he bought, and they all got banned, and $100 went to waste.
Hey, so I gotta ask you, dude. I don't understand. I understand you're critical of the Miko. I can tell right now, but you seem like
Time out. I see people that are happy, right?
Yeah.
I see the footage, and I'm happy for them. It's like, if you're happy, I'm happy for you. I'm not gonna rain on your parade. You know what I mean? But it's and I just see a few select things on it are for me, not the whole thing. That's the way I see it. So does that make me pro or anti? I just want to see people happy and have a good time.
Yeah. The thing was, dude, if it was at that original price point, without hearing the excuses, we upgraded the controllers, we did all that. I know the fucking excuses, but if it was that original price point, I may consider it, because 150 ain't shit, man. That's worth it enough to try the console. And I understand, to a lot of people, 250 isn't a lot.
Dude, for 150, for 150, that's a gift. That's I'm loading up. Yeah, that's a stocking stuffer right there, bro. Everybody's getting an Amico in my family for that much money. All the kids, man.
Yeah, if anyone knows me, I fucking spend fucking money like it's stupid. I'm stupid at spending money. Like I spend a lot on gaming shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, to me, 250, yeah, it is not a lot, but it is a lot for the fucking Miko. Especially, people say it all the time, there's value with other systems being out right now. So I'm not even gonna get into it, fucking. But you already know. Well, fuck it. Like, dude, like everyone's saying, you get a lot more value out of the Switch, which you do.
Hold on. I gotta answer this question. OTG or Level 1 think that when the Amico launches, will the older Intellivision games go up in price? I don't know, bro. Maybe you should send a sealed Intellivision game to Wata and see what happens. I don't know, bro.
You know what, dude? If it's successful,
what I'm hearing is that those games, like, they can't even get rid of them for free. The old Intellivision games that they sell them at yard sales for like $1 each.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Hard to get rid of, definitely. Atari games are hard to get rid of, so yeah, I don't think they're gonna go up anything crazy unless there's some kind of scam through Iwata or whatever. But yeah, nah, dude. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go up, man. Not that many people are interested, especially that system, man. It doesn't. It didn't age well for the connections and shit like that. I know there's mods you can do to it, but dude, I definitely don't have interest for that controller or anything.
So I want to take this minute to just gripe and also praise. One of the games that I think on the system looks terrible. It looks great on a cell phone, but when I saw it on a big screen on one of these recent weekend presentation things, Moon Patrol. That game, in my opinion, looks like it has a lot of jaggies. But I will say this: you know what game, in my opinion, looks amazing?
Which one?
Astro Smash. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it looks good. It definitely looks fun. It's definitely I would definitely be interested in playing it. I don't know if it looks amazing, but it looks pretty damn good. It
looked better than I remember it. I don't know what they did to that game, but it looks like they put a fresh coat of paint on it or something. It looks great. Or maybe it was the TV they had it on, because it was maybe the TV was running some kind of filter on top of it that was making it look like it looked like they were running it on 120 hertz television.
Yeah, Astro Smash does look nice though. I mean, that's the game. One of the ones I'm more interested in. But then again, that goes to retro people. Now, you know, we're retro people here. We're old fucking people. Do you honestly think, I'm not talking about kids part of a retro family. I'm not talking about those kids. Those kids are different. I'm talking about your normal spoiled fucking kid that is in a strict home. You know, the parents don't allow violence or bad words or anything bad. They lock them down from the internet. You know, don't want them finding porn or anything.
Yeah.
Do you think that these kids are going to be interested in this? Or do you think the selling point towards kids, not retro kids, where they're part of retro family, just regular kids.
I do have. I'm right now. I'm picturing in my mind one of my little cousins. Lives in a Bible Belt, and they are very religious. And he's a good kid. I think he would like it. I think he would like it. I did one time when I went to visit. I brought over a Nintendo DS.
Yeah,
and it wasn't a I think he liked Mario Kart the best. Yeah. And like arcadey type stuff. He's not gonna like cornhole. He's definitely gonna like Astro Smash. I think that's gonna be a really popular game. But we need more Astro Smashes. There's another game. It looks like it's like a soccer game, right? And it's like these things. They look like worms going around the screen. That looked like it's gonna be a fun game. Why aren't there physical products for those?
Yeah.
Is the game not done yet? And what situation would we be right now if the console, if there was not a chip shortage? What situation? I want to see what's going on in that alternate dimension right now. Just curious,
Yeah, exactly, dude. I honestly, to my view on the whole thing, if a kid, I don't think they're gonna be interested, man. They might be for a little while, but is this thing gonna have YouTube on there? Is it gonna be touchscreen? They're used to iPads. I've seen kids play some shitty games. They like a lot of those games, like the Evel Knievel game.
Yeah.
A lot of those little bikes jumping and shit like that. They like a lot of that shit, so they will definitely.
Right. That was one of my concerns when I asked Tommy, will this be a multimedia device where we can add like a YouTube app? And it was a hard no on that. And I mean, I can just imagine the kid plays 10 minutes of some racing game, and then he needs to now do some lesson for school. He can launch some Zoom app. Or I don't know, or if he needs to watch a show with his family, he can launch the YouTube app, general use multimedia device. And once again, that's just another selling point and more freedom that you can use with the device,
So would you agree that this shit's going to be cool for a little while? Once it's in the home, it's the new toy, download a few games, but a kid's going to be bored, going to play it for a little while. It's going to be like they can't get onto YouTube or whatever right afterwards like they can an iPad. And eventually, it's just going to collect dust. It's not going to be the Wii. It's not going to be this crazy fucking family. Family's over. People are over. Dude, I would say, this is what I think. If a friend showed me the AMICO, be like, all right, this is cool. I don't know anything about it. I'm a casual.
Yeah.
But the next time I go over, if you try to push that fucking AMICO on me, I'm done. Like, no, dude. Yeah. I don't think it's going to last that long. But I may be wrong, dude. I don't have kids. I definitely don't like games like that, like those family like type of games. And I don't know, man. Maybe just me. Maybe like in Tommy's words, I'm too hardcore of a gamer.
It's not going to take the world by storm. But then again, no one ever made that promise. Of course, a salesman is going to tell you, oh yeah, it's the best thing since sliced bread. But I mean, be realistic here. It's not. It doesn't have heavy hitters on it yet. If it got some big name Nickelodeon type stuff, Disney, Nickelodeon, Hasbro, Mattel, G.I. Joe, well, not G.I. Joe because it's violent, but I don't know what the kids are watching these days, but if it got some big name stuff, Looney Tunes, Animaniacs, whatever, definitely it could. I mean, or else we're just gonna see it like you're gonna go out to like a church, and you're gonna see it sitting in a back room, some church kids messing with it, or you go out to like one of these barcades, you'll probably see one in there, people just messing with one. I don't know, like we'll just have to wait and see. The thing has to come out, right? And now the next step is, well, how many are going to come out and who's going to get them in their hands first? What do you think of that?
People who pre-order them are going to get them first,
right?
And I can't see these in a store. Maybe for a little while. I just can't. I see them being sold online in stores.
Yeah,
Amazon.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Why does he want to put them in the store? I mean, it's so much easier to just sell it online and not have to worry about all the BS that goes with selling something in the store. Because then you got to deal with returns and defects and faulty products and You know, who's going to do the customer support? And then you got to hire people, because look what happened to Arcade 1UP, right? They got to hire people to do the customer support.
Yeah, I think selling it at the store is a better thing for them, because there are people who will impulse buy it that much, even though it's not really an impulse buy price for a majority of people. Some people,
I just think it's too niche. It's too niche to sell in the store, man.
But supposedly he said he's gonna have some demo units out there, right? Couple stores, that's what he wants to do. If he has the demo unit out there and has the fucking unit right next to it, people may want to buy it. No, not everyone wants to go online and wait.
Yeah.
So people might be like, all right, we'll order it tomorrow, and then when tomorrow comes, the hype will die and be like, nah, we don't want it no more. That's dumb.
You see, Zombie agrees with me. He says it's way too niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably is way too niche.
I will bring up this point. Thanks for the reminder, Super Dimensional. He's calling it the Ouya Part 2. When I interviewed Tommy, right, and I was asking about side-loading apps, he said to me, oh, you mean like the Ouya? And I had no idea what the hell the Ouya was. I was like,
dude, Damien has like 2 Ouyas.
Yeah, Damien shows like a little cube that he had in the palm of his hand. And but the point I'm getting to, you know, this is one positive thing I will say is that he doesn't want the device to be like an Ouya, and you know, this is one of the reasons why they have a physical game product, because the Ouya doesn't have it, right? All they have is all digital. So that's, I think they went in that direction to, in a way, differentiate themselves, not to become another Ouya. That's just my speculation, you know.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be nearly as bad as Ouya, but dude, it's definitely gonna be something similar. I think they're just, man, dude, they're making money off people, and I don't know if they're gonna deliver the quality that people think that they are.
See if I was gonna say, see if you can borrow it from Damien and stream it. I'm curious to see what it can do.
Hey Damien, you gotta come over. We're gonna have a stream, man, an Ouya stream. Turbo Joe's in the house, man. I know Turbo Joe's a hardcore supporter, and that's the thing. I understand the people who are like old school.
Here's the thing. Turbo Joe's played it. Retro Bros played it. Smash JT's played it. You know, I know these guys. If the thing sucked ass, they would have already sent me a DM and be like, "Hey, level 1, just between me and you, this thing kind of fucking sucks." But hey, you know,
yeah. So it is for those type of people like that are into that old school gaming. It's just, I just don't see it. Like, I'm repeating myself again. I just don't see it expanding past us, man.
Yeah. And I mean, closing thoughts, you know, if you don't like it, just realize that it's not for you. You know, there's a lot of change going on in this world right now. Like your beloved, I'll put it to you like this, your beloved comic book characters and superheroes from your childhood, like He-Man, Superman, are being changed. Okay?
Yeah.
And just realize that it's not meant for you. It's time to move on, you know. And there've been, for, you know, in the comic book world, what people have done, they say, hey, well, you know, I'm just going to create my own characters. Yeah, that's a good approach. Start your own channel, you know, do your own thing, create your own characters, learn art, learn to draw, you know, learn to code, create your own video game. That's one of my dreams. That's honestly what I would like to finish off my channel with. Just present something that I coded myself and be like, here you go. This is my ultimate creation. And yeah, you know, that's, but we just got to chip away at it one day at a time. But once again, closing thoughts, I want to say, if, you know, whether you like it, you don't like it, it's not that serious, guys. All this drama is unnecessary over a toy. And I do want to say this as well. Tommy is a very accomplished musician. Whether this device is a stinker, a dud, it doesn't diminish his accomplishments. So stop trying to tear down his accomplishments. Okay? A lot of you guys out there need to grow up. So that's all I got to say. Overthink, you got anything?
I don't know. You pretty much nailed it, man. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's definitely sorry, my mic's over here. It's definitely a unique system. It's definitely hitting everyone different. I think there's a lot of reasons why to be critical of it. There's a lot of reasons why I don't like how Tommy's handling things. But yeah, definitely I don't know if he's getting the hate that he's saying he is. He probably is. Anyone on the internet gets the hate. I get the hate. I've got death threats. Everyone does. It's part of the game. I don't know if he knows how to handle it as much as like a normal person probably would, like me or you. You know, I don't think I think he'll go a little far because we see the way he acts as being a CEO. He watches every video. He needs to step away from that. He needs to step away from all, you know, reacting the way he does. The way he reacted with that one.
Tommy, if you're watching, turn this off right now. Yeah. Stop watching. Yeah. I should have said that at the start of the stream. Tommy, turn this off. Tommy, I'm banning you from the chat.
What was it, guy? Sam, what? From that that Ars Technica, or what was the name of that? I don't even remember.
I don't even know what happened with the whole Ars Technica thing, bro.
Yeah, the way that, you know, that dude ended up getting the information through a portal that was open, you know, he didn't hack into it or anything, and then Tommy threatened some kind of shit about a lawsuit. You know, the way he's reacted to a lot of things, even the way he's reacted to someone like me. I can't even make a critical video and he wants to be like, we need you know, let's talk. Come on, guy, let's talk. And I know he was upset because I wouldn't talk to him. The first thing is, I'm not going to talk to a person that changes his words over and over. A person that's going to speak to me like a salesman, not you know, I want to speak to somebody that's going to speak like a normal person where we can talk back and forth. I'm real. Like if I call you, Tommy, why did you lie? Well, you know, I want an answer. I don't want the fucking PR answer. I don't want to talk to a fucking PR machine. That's just it. So he never really understood that, but I do really feel I understand.
I've done sales. You never admit you lied. You say, sir, I misspoke.
Yes, exactly. I don't want to speak to somebody like that because he's never going to be normal. He has to be the way he is because he's a salesperson, CEO. So what's the point of talking to him? I make videos. They're critical. Tommy, you don't have to respond to every critical video. You don't have to feel like you got to prove people wrong. Let people have an opinion. That's what YouTube's all about, people having opinions. So a lot of these people who do have critical opinions, I appreciate that because I have them too. And I think it's definitely a system that definitely deserves all the criticism that a lot of people are putting out there, man. But as far as hating on Tommy to those other levels, yes, dude, there's some crazy fucking people I hear. I don't know nothing about, but I hear those crazy people. I do believe it. But at the same time, yeah, I fucking hate the AMICO. Fuck that system. I said it. There. I fucking said it. I was keeping it calm, but yeah, I'm gonna keep calm during this thing. But yeah, fuck the AMICO. I may get it a little later if it is. It's one of those wait and see things. I'm not excited for it. I've been let down how many times? Like, how many times are you gonna let a girl break your heart over and over and over? Fuck that, man. Yeah, after she breaks it once, okay, maybe another time. Break it again? How many times is this fucking pre-order gonna be broken? How many fucking lies are we gonna fucking have? It's done. Just be done. Wait till the fucking system comes out, and that's it. That's why I have not talked about it on my channel, because I'm already done, dude. Tommy's lies, and I'm fucking done. When the system comes out, if it's good, it's good. And I may consider buying it. I have friends like the Retro Bro who's into it. Good. Turbo Joe that's into it. It's for them. I will trust their reviews. I will trust that. When I see it and it looks good and I see these games, then I'll consider getting it. Until then, put out the fucking system. Quit the fucking videos hyping up dumb shit. Just stop already. That's why people criticize the system so much, because people are hyping it up. All these small little fucking channels that don't get a lot of attention, you can tell which ones. I'm not saying just because you're a small channel making content. I'm talking about those ones that go overboard, that fucking want to suck Tommy's dick. Those people need to just chill out already and just let the system come out.
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about certain people, man. I've heard certain people just
name drop. Do it, bro.
Name drop.
Do it.
Next Level Gaming. He's on the fucking what is it? Retro Bro show, man.
All right, since you name drop, I'm a name drop. OAB Pete, girl with backbone.
Oh, fuck that dude too. You know what? Next Level Gaming. I understand. Tommy had a connection with his son. Oh, he gave him a backstage pass. You know what? Because my son, Seth, what Tommy did, oh, I had to buy those $160. It was nothing. You know, that shit like that. Don't be bringing that personal shit, you know, with you and Tommy out there in the world. Hey, you don't want to be criticized? Don't be fucking saying that shit live. Like, shit like that, you're pretty much sucking the dick. And that's like, I can't stand when little YouTubers do that. Like if you're a small YouTuber and excited, that's fucking cool, dude. Be excited. I'm not saying that, but when you're sucking dick to the CEO right there in front of fucking people to listen, dude, it's just not a fucking good look. And he's not the only one. He's just what I recently heard. I'm all like, Mama Salah, fucking shit. Like, dude, this dude was sucking it good, man. And that's like, well, tell me about OEB Pete, dude. I see that dude, and I don't really hate him because I don't watch him, but I see him as cheesy. If anyone's gonna name their channel "Open Every Box," it's pretty cheesy. But tell me about him. Well, tell me.
I mean, obviously the thumbnails, the overexcited thumbnails, the putting out content just for the sake of putting out content.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Tommy sneezed today. Hey guys, here's your quick 2-minute video. Tommy sneezed today. Right?
Oh shit, dude.
And as far as him, I took a peek one time at his comment section. He was allowing a level 1 imposter to reign free in his comment section. So that's lack of backbone. That's you're afraid of banning this person, this imposter, because you know you're afraid of potential backlash from who? From a nobody? Come on, dude. Show some fucking backbone.
Yeah.
Control your comment section.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. There's a lot of those smaller channels that are like that. There's a lot of those smaller. Hey, why am I hearing myself?
I think you unmuted yourself. You unmuted your desktop.
I unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I don't know what the fuck I did. I'm
good.
But sorry, man. I lost my train of thought, dude. But yeah, dude. Just I think a lot of these channels just need to chill out, dude, and just like, you know, you can make content all you want, but fucking like chill out on the fucking sucking dick, dude. When Pat and Ian called out that one reactions, that was legit, dude. Some people were like acting like their jaw was dropping down to the floor. I've fucking seen the reactions to remember the AMICO reactions? Those were cheesy, man. Some of the dudes on there, like I know, and it was like legit reactions, kind of legit. Any reaction, I really don't know if I believe a lot of them. Like Etika was out of control. Yeah, Miss Click, dude, when she fucking cries about Zelda. Have you seen that shit? She fucking cries and shit like that. How much of that is legit? Any reaction, I do not believe. So if you see me do a reaction, the only one I think I did was Mortal Kombat. It was like, okay, I kind of like knew, but it was as legit as I could make it. I wasn't like, it's kind of boring because I don't get fucking excited or some shit like that. But I am not going to say jaw dropping. So when Pat and Ian gave that criticism, that was legit. Or was it Pat and Ian? Sorry, it was a Review Tech USA. I think Pat and Ian did mention something. But Review Tech USA hit him hard. And they were like, oh, man, he's punching down while he didn't mention any names or anything. And they were so mad. I'm like, dude, this is legit how you guys look. You guys look fucking bad, man. Some of you guys, not every single one of them. And I think there's like one dude there. Like, I feel bad, dude. I don't want to make fun of him because, hey, man, there might be something up there. But it's like, other than that, dude, it's like some of those reactions are just way over the top and too fucking fake. And that's why people can't stand the whole fucking community. These positive people are overly positive. The same shit we got in the retro community with all those promote positivity guys. You guys know who they are. Fucking T-Belly, fucking J-Love and all them. It's the same shit, but in this, and it's worse, man. I don't know, dude. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like those reactions were too far, man?
Well, yeah. That, I mean, like the guy, you know, the guy I was picking a fight with, you know, he overreacted for the Evercade. You know, the Evercade, what's it called? The Evercade BS.
Is it the Versus or just I don't know.
I think that's what it's called. The Evercade. Yeah, the Evercade VS. Okay.
Oh yeah, that.
But that handheld trash, bro. I mean, geez, and all I know a couple channels out there. I think Digital Foundry did a review on it, and the thing's garbage, bro. Just get yourself a Raspberry Pi, F word, okay, and you're done with it. You don't need an Evercade.
Yeah.
All right, Overthink. I'm done, bro. I got it. I said everything I need to fucking say, bro. We're good, bro. We're good for about another 6 months on this fucking Intellivision AMICO topic.
You know what? We're good with this. I could fucking say a lot more, but it's not even important. But yeah, we're done with this. But dude, I appreciate being on this show, man. This is shit's fun, dude. Just talking about different subjects, whatever the fuck, you know.
So what's the next topic, Overthink? What are we gonna talk about next?
Dude, I don't fucking know. What the hell you want to talk about? I'm down with anything, dude. You come up with it, man.
We'll
or if anybody, yeah, we'll figure it out. Or if anybody has any suggestions, comment on this fucking video.
All right. Overthink, it was great having you. I'm going to roll my outro. Everybody in the chat, guys, I do apologize not able to handle everybody and answer all your questions. I do apologize. But yeah, I mean, just go to Twitter and just air your frustrations over there. I don't have time to go back and forth with people. Like, I don't even have time to do tech support anymore for the fucking Raspberry Pis, all my old images. Like I moved on to like other shit. You guys have a great night. Let me roll my outro. You guys take care.
Fuck next level game.
See ya.